And we are back here at the Oi Rio Pro, presented by Corona. Final heat of round number 4 featuring Kanoa Igarashi, Julian Wilson, and current number 2, Owen Wright. Kaipagura along with Martin Potter for the call. And you can see that rock. Itauna Beach is our location in the native tongue. Itauna meaning black rock. And Snapper Rock, stop number 1 of the championship tour. Here we go. Julian Wilson swinging off the bottom, hitting off the top. Eases into a nice carve. Looks down the line, building up some momentum for something, and hucks out an air, goes incomplete for Wilson.
Waves coming through. Looks like Owen Wright's going to pull the trigger.
Owen stabs it on the backhand. Nice float. Goes late and can't pull that one down. Almost did.
Almost did.
Almost did.
Almost did.
Kanoa Igarashi looking down the line. Airtime? No. Hits the lip. Comes around this section again, and Kanoa goes down on his closing maneuver. So all 3 surfers just getting a feel here in heat number 4.
He's got a good air game, but we hardly ever see it. He almost sticks to the face of the wave and doesn't make any mistakes. Julian Wilson, pretty bright board shorts he's wearing, but flies down the line here and goes for that air reverse just a little bit too far up the nose, and that pokes in Owen Wright on his backhand. I'm sure he watched that last heat. He watched Ace Buchan go to town. Watch this turn here from Owen Wright. We rode him off. We didn't think he was going to make it, and he almost did. That was amazing stuff right there from Owen Wright. 6'3" and is one of the tallest guys on tour, but surfs very agile. He's very agile in waves like this. And then Kanoa Igarashi. We're expecting the air game from him not to be a little bit off balance on that first turn, which then threw him off for the second turn. All 3 surfers going down on their last maneuver.
Beach with coconuts, you know, caipirinhas, playing football, watching the surfing. Actually came up to the event site during the heritage heat in the evening, you know, and I wasn't kind of paying attention, and I copped a soccer ball straight in the mouth. I had a fight with a glass door earlier this week, so the boys were joking I need to walk around with a helmet on. But yeah, I love Brazil. You know, it's such a vibrant place, and
the judges owe us a couple of scores. This is what happened during that interview.
Yeah, well, just when I was talking about the fact that Kanoa Igarashi's got a really good air game, we don't see enough of it. Well, there we go. I think he might have heard me.
Coach Potts.
Yeah, so that's what you need to do. And Kanoa Igarashi's going to put a nice little score on the board. At the moment, his best wave is 2.43. Nice little air reverse, good grab, good setup. Nice and clean, tricky wave to ride. You can see the sense of urgency. Boom, connects perfectly. Gets that rotation, spins the board around nicely. So Kanoa Igarashi puts a good score on the board. Owen Wright, his first wave is 6.67. What's he got for us on wave number 2? This was the kind of surfing that took him to victory on the Gold Coast. That backhand attack was sharp as attack, and just got better and better as the event progressed. Feeling back that he had just before he left. And then Julian Wilson opting to go on his backhand as well. Beach break situation, so you've got to keep your options open. And Julian Wilson trying to do a little air there. How did he pull that one off? Who knows?
That we oftentimes see, especially in these 3-man heats where there's a lot of variables that can happen. Big O, Owen Wright, moving down the line. And just hits an unexpected bump.
Will come up against second and third from this heat. So it really does make a difference to who you come up against. So you've got to make sure.
This guy just wants to go through the quarterfinals. Kanoa Igarashi, big turn and then a fin throw, 180. And we saw a split of the peak, so I'm sure we're going to get caught up with this last ride. Igarashi looking for a 6.84 to take the lead off of Owen Wright. Here's the replay.
Yeah, Kanoa Igarashi, what's he looking for? 6.84. Nice opening maneuver from Kanoa. A really mature style for such a young guy. A little tail slide there. Kind of got hung up just a little bit and then got caught behind the whitewash. So 2 solid turns from Kanoa Igarashi. Julian Wilson on the backhand, almost losing it. And that is not going to do it for Julian Wilson, deciding to kick out of that wave.
And it's an important score. And Owen Wright's rolls into this glassy wave face, hooks off the top, comes off the bottom again.
Wow.
Pierces the lip for turn number 2 and stabs it. 12 o'clock, keeps going. Owen Wright going to town. Can he finish? And the answer is yes, the fist pump.
At the moment, Julian needing a 7.27. Still waiting for that wave from Kanoa Igarashi. Owen Wright starts off good. Gets that board swinging off the top. Beautiful surfing there. And in the tight transition, Owen Wright finds a couple of big turns all the way through the inside and finishes off nicely. That is excellent surfing from Owen Wright. There hasn't been a lot of good waves, but I tell you what, that is by far the best wave we've seen. And that is going to rival Ace Buchan's wave. He's been channeling that energy. Again, we see that drive off the top, straight into the next maneuver. Smooth transition, beautiful flow, variety of maneuvers, and done with a lot of style.
Julian Wilson arcs a cutback, climbs the whitewater, sticking with this one with a snap, a bit of a bobble with that backwash, hitting Wilson's board, and a closing maneuver there.
And we do have Julian Wilson in this heat who's capable of big things, and we do have Kanoa Igarashi as well. So it's not done and dusted just yet.
We're in the final heat of the round number 4. Julian Wilson up and riding and surfing to get out of the 2-wave requirement, a combination of scores.
Where Owen Wright had the perfect heat, 2 10-point rides in the final up against Julian Wilson. So Julian Wilson saying, not again, Owen.
Such a fun game to play because you can have some personal investment here into every stop of the championship tour. Julian Wilson, a little spin, looking for more, and he's not going to get it.
And that's exactly what happened. Let's have a look at this one right here. Nice little kick start, and then right here, watch, he kicks the tail out. See how his momentum's going the wrong way, and it just threw him off balance, and unfortunate for Julian. He's got to get back out into the lineup and have another shot. So, in the house, let me tell you right now. And Owen Wright took down some of the best, including Mick Fanning, Connor Coffin, and eventually beating best mate.
His doctor was still saying, you may not be able to surf. Here we go, Julian Wilson. This is a replay, Potts.
Yeah, Julian on his backhand, trying to claw his way out of that combo situation. And does he ride out of it? Yes, he does. Well, Julian Wilson needing a 6.41 or better.
Still plenty of time, 7 minutes, 45 seconds. Owen Wright looking left. Has to just bank off that first whitewater section and no more opportunity for Owen. He kicks out Julian Wilson down the line.
3 points better than anything else we've seen.
This happened during the recap, Potts.
Yep, this happened during the recap. Owen Wright just jamming it in the pocket, looking to try and replace a 6.67. That is the weak link for him at the moment, and doesn't quite finish that off. So Owen Wright knows what he's got to do. Takes 2 good waves to win these heats. He's got 1 under his belt. He's got a medium range 6.67 as his backup, and brings this one through the inside. Owen Wright, live action.
Owen winding up, carving off the top, builds up some momentum, throws the air, and catches that outside rail incomplete. Julian Wilson keeps the flow going. Wilson working his way down the line. He hucks an air on himself. Full rotation. Can he get in front of the whitewater to deem that complete?
Is that a complete ride? 5.7 for Owen Wright's previous wave, so still has that 6.67 as his backup. Julian Wilson looking for an 8.84. Races down the line. You know what's coming, don't you? And there it is. Look how fast he spun out of that, but just didn't quite come out of that one. Didn't ride out clean. Got stuck behind the whitewater, and the judges are going to deem that an incomplete ride from Julian Wilson.
Kanoa Igarashi, good looking right-hander, opens up, drifting the tail, snaps it. Lots of spray flying, floats it, and complete for Kanoa Igarashi.
I was waiting for that big boost, and we didn't get it. Let's have a look. Nice turn from Kanoa. Straight into the next maneuver. Beautiful surfing so far, and this is where I thought He might have gone up above the lip, but not to be. It's still going to be a good score. But I think he's still going to be looking for another wave to get himself into first place. 3 solid maneuvers from Kanoa Igarashi. Came out at Snapper Rocks and won. Here we go. Surface splitting the peak.
We're going to stick with Owen on the right. Glides through the lip, stabs it, and kicks out. Meanwhile, Julian looking for a finish, and he gets it. Fist pump. Kanoa right behind him, so great exchange right at the end of this heat number 4. Kanoa attacking, times it with the backwash, gives himself a hand, says...
As did Kanoa Igarashi. Who are we going to follow? We're going to follow Owen Wright. Owen still looking to try and improve on a 6.67. Nice vertical surfing, but I'm not sure whether that's going to be enough to increase his scoreline. Let's follow Julian. Julian looking for an 8.84. Needs something special. What's he got for us? Nice turn there from Julian Wilson. Off the bottom. Jams it in the pocket again. And another vertical snap. Gives himself a fist pump. Is that the 8.84? Kanoa Igarashi. Nice opening maneuver, waiting for this wave to stand up. Now he starts to tag it, slides the tail out, comes off the bottom, bangs it up through the lip with a bit of backwash, and a dynamic finish for Kanoa Igarashi. And I've got a funny feeling, looking at Kanoa's 8.0, but nothing to, there was no X factor, whereas Kanoa Igarashi's wave, good solid wave, nice surfing, snaps the tail out, hits the lip with the backwash, which made it more dramatic. And I think it's going to be close. I think it may be just a little bit better than his previous wave, which came in at a flat 8. This is the 973 that they're comparing it against. I still think this is the best wave of the heat, without a shadow of a doubt. Owen Wright just absolutely blew that wave to pieces. So that to me is still the best wave of the heat.
Yeah, but Kanoa doesn't need a 9.73. No. He needs an 8.41.
Yep.
O-Dog is going to make it to the quarterfinals. Wow. Talk about coming down to the wire.
What a finish that was, Kaipo.